and got beat twice here at home Saturday by Gillette, a team that had already played 25 games, and their record in those 25 games was 23-2. And 2 nights back here on Tuesday, that's right, all the action so far for the Z's has been right here at Cleveland Field. They beat up on Douglas, Wyoming, 15-4. Peyton Pinedo, the lefty hurler, set to go to work. Fouling it off, the leadoff man for the Z's is Jack Jones. Jones homered over the right field fence on Tuesday night. Pinedo last year threw 48 2/3 innings, had a record of 6-2. Nice ERA of 2.30. And the pitch, Jones, a one hopper out to second. Big bounce and an easy play there for Devin Garcia as he gets it over quickly to Ezra Ray. 1 up and 1 down as Jones bounces out 4-3. Jones, Creighton Dyke, Paul Panduro, followed by Tate Carson, Harold Baez, and KJ Hartline. Bottom third of the order for the Zephyrs, Jarrett Richter, Jace Heimerman, and Hunter McCollum. Here's the pitch from Pinedo. He dots the black over the outside corner. Strike 1 to Creighton Dyke. Early this year, at the plate for Creighton Dyke, an average of right at 300, 3 for 10. He's been in that 2 spot. Playing third base tonight. He's played some catcher. Tonight, Jarrett Richter getting the start behind the plate. The pitch from Pinedo. Another fastball called strike. 1 ball and 2 strikes to count. Jack Jones grounded out to second moments ago. Z's starting pitcher Paul Panduro waits in the on-deck circle. The 1-2 offering from Pinedo to Dyke. Went to some breaking stuff and left it wide of the plate outside to the right-handed hitting. Creighton Dyke, big 27 on the back of the jersey. The pitch from Pinedo, swing and a miss. Each pitcher looks pretty strong here in the early going. Now Panduro stands in. Paul so far this year, at 500, 5 for 10. He had a pair of extra base hits here on Tuesday in the home win over Douglas. Had an RBI double. Had a triple, scored a run. Had a 2-run single, 3 hits on the night. 2 went for extra bases. The 0-1 pitch from Pinedo. Upstairs, a ball and a strike. If Panduro reaches, Tate Carson, who's been swinging a hot stick. He waits in the on-deck circle. Pinedo back to work. Misses outside, away 2-1. Last year, Pinedo in 48 2/3 innings struck out 50 and walked 20. The 2-1 and a big cut, no contact from Paul. Count even, 2 balls and 2 strikes. This will be a 7-inning ball game. The Alliance Juniors won 11-1 earlier tonight. Wesco night here at the ballpark. Nice crowd on hand, but we could be dealing with some weather at some point here this evening. There's a little chopper down the line towards the first baseman. Easy play for Ezra Ray. A couple of steps to the bag, and both pitchers go 1-2-3 here in the first inning. Quick first. We're going to take a quick timeout, come back with the second inning for you here from Cleveland Field. Scoreless right now on the West Coast scoreboard. Everything good over there? Yep. Picture looks sharp.
This chair is way too big. It's perfect for us.
This one's tiny. That's 'cause it's mine.
Hey, this chair is just right.
This bed is way too hard.
It's perfect for me.
This bed is way too soft.
Ah, just what I needed. This bed is just right.
So come on over to Leave Heads.
Back on KDB.TV this evening, one inning in the books. We're scoreless at Cleveland Field. 5th game of the year for the Zephyrs. Opening night here for the Alliance Spartans. Jeremiah Luber, the second-year head coach for the Z's. Carlos Palamo, the head man, and a good one for Alliance. Had a nice chat with Carlos down near their dugout during the juniors game. 38-6 a year ago. They've upped their schedule as far as some of the quality of competition they will see throughout the year. Alliance will play some teams out of Rapid. They'll take on the Casper Crush a couple of times. They'll make a trip to Omaha for a tournament, all in trying to be prepared for the late season push for another state tournament. And this year, the Class B state tournament over at Gering. Ezra Ray leading things off for the Spartans here in the top of the second. The left-handed hitting first baseman a year ago hit at a .333 clip and drove in 29 runs. 1-1 pitch from Paul Panduro. Fastball misses high. Paul is really popping the mitt here tonight. He's got some good velocity on that heater. We expect to see some Harold Baez on the bump as well a little bit later on. Here's the pitch from Panduro. Swing and a miss. 2 balls and 2 strikes the count on Ezra Ray. Ray, E.J. Gomez, and Kason Clark will set the defense for you in just a moment for the Z's. Dyke at third, Baez at short. McCollum, the second baseman. Tate Carson at first. And Ezra Ray down swinging. 3 straight strikeouts for Panduro. In the outfield, left to right, the Z's go Jace Heimerman, Jack Jones, and K.J. Hartline in the battery tonight. As has been mentioned already, Panduro and Jarrett Richter. 4 up, 4 down in the game for Panduro early. The pitch, fastball. And he is pumping the fastball and filling up the strike zone here in the early going. Leg kick and the delivery. This is low and outside. Girls State Tennis Tournament, day 1 today here in the state of Nebraska in Lincoln for the Class B schools, Scottsbluff, Gering, and Alliance. Some fine success today for Gering. Talk a little bit about that as the evening moves along. State track and field tomorrow. The pitch from Panduro. Fastball up and inside. Now 2-1 the count. Gering's Bobby Claflin won all 3 of her matches today. She's into the state semifinals tomorrow in Class B at number 2 singles. At number 1 singles, Zoe Smith went 2-1. She'll have the opportunity to play for a medal tomorrow. 2-1 pitch from Panduro. Late on the swing. Little ground ball out to second. McCollum picks it, and the underhand flip to Tate Carson. And again, similar to that first inning, Panduro working quickly, and the first 2 have been retired. A looping line out from Joel Baker to start the game. 3 straight strikeouts, and Gomez moments ago with the ground out to McCollum at second base. 7-inning contest here tonight. Z's scheduled for a home game tomorrow against Sydney. Weather looks to be an issue throughout the afternoon, which could make tomorrow night's game a little bit tricky if they even play it. Kason Clark, the right fielder. Originally in Coach Palamo's lineup, it was Clark in the 5-hole, then Gomez. He switched it at the last minute. Kason Clark nowhere close on that one. A ball and 2 strikes. Jack Jones, a step or 2 towards right field, the center fielder. And the pitch from Panduro wide. 330 down the lines here at Cleveland Field. Deep power alleys at 370 and 405 straightaway center field. Wind blowing just a little bit out there. And the pitch. Chop foul late on the fastball. Baker so far, the leadoff man for Alliance, the only Spartan to get around and pull the ball, and it was a looping liner out to Baez, who made a nice play on the run at short. The pitch. Paul went to a little bit of off speed. And the count runs full. Alliance looks for their first base runner of the night. In fact, the first base runner for either team. On the line here, the pitch from Panduro. That ball chopped. Baez charges. Can be a tough play. Throws high, and that brought Tate Carson off the bag. It's going to be a bang-bang play over at first base, but that'll be a throwing error on Harold Baez. And there's the first base runner of the night. Good throw. They got him. Harold charging. That was a high chopper on the infield. Really had to come in quickly, make the transfer, and get rid of it in a hurry, and left it upstairs. So Carson will hold on Clark, the runner at first. Devin Garcia. No senior stats from a year ago, so Garcia swinging a miss. Clark off with the pitch. And the tag a little bit late. Stolen base for Kason Clark. Still scoreless. Top two. Cleveland Field, Scotts Bluff. Glad to have you along tonight. KDB.TV. Legion baseball coverage. High leg kick. Paul delivers. And that ball fouled back. Paul's got a little quirky windup when he's got a runner out at second. Mid windup, he'll still check that runner with the leg up in the air. The pitch misses high and away. 2-2 the count on Devin Garcia, the second baseman tonight for Alliance. Garcia stepping in the bucket from the right side. Fouls that one out of play. Third base side over the dugout. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Count holds. 2 away. And Alliance with the first scoring opportunity of the ball game. Base hit here could give them a 1-0 lead. Garcia waggles the bat. Waits on the pitch. Fastball high from Panduro. 3 balls and 2 strikes to count. Kirk Sanders waits on deck. Coach Palamo flashes the sign down in the third base box. Really not much to it here. Swing away and try to drive in a run. There's ball 4. First free pass of the night issued by Panduro. So he retired the first 5. Looping line out to short. 3 straight strikeouts and then a ground ball to second. And then a throwing error. 2 hitters back on the ground ball to shortstop Harold Baez. And now a walk on a 3-2 pitch to Devin Garcia. And that'll bring up Kirk Sanders. Last year 0 for 7 at the plate at the senior level. Paul really amped up out there right now. When he's missing high with that fastball. And he wants a new baseball. He's assistant coach Cooper Buckhammer. Trot some new baseballs out to the home plate umpire. Scoreless, top 2. Pitch from Panduro misses outside. 2-0 the count. Chase King, the 9-hole hitter in the on-deck circle. Taking all the way, Sanders looks at strike 1. Garcia leads from first. Clark up the track at second. The pitch from Panduro. Late on the fastball. Kirk Sanders. Paul gets it back to 2 balls and 2 strikes. Deuces wild. 22 at the plate. 2-2 the count. 2 on, 2 out. And the pitch from Panduro. Swing and a miss. He's got his 4th strikeout of the night. Alliance strands 2. They leave him at first and second. We're through an inning and a half tonight at Cleveland Field. Everybody's starting to look skyward Check some of the weather. Scoreless right now at Cleveland Field on the West Coast scoreboard.
Coverage of the Bridgeport Bulldogs on KNEB.TV is brought to you by Panhandle Auto Group in Sidney and Scotts Bluff. Platte Valley Bank, your bank located right next door. Sonny's Superfoods in Bridgeport. Shop with family when you shop Sonny's Superfoods. And Annette Frerich's State Farm Insurance. State Farm, here to help life go right.
There's a place where folks still play with fire. The common ground between backyard barbecue heroes and professional chefs. This is where friendships are forged, fire and flavor come together, and new techniques are perfected. Here in Big Green Egg Country, cooking is still treated as an art form. And since the most versatile grill you'll ever own comes with a lifetime warranty, you'll always have the ultimate cooking experience.
Visit the experts at Paul Reed Construction, your authorized Big Green Egg dealer.
Legion baseball coverage tonight from Cleveland Field here on KNEB.TV. Glad you're along. Wesco and the Alliance Spartans scoreless as we get set for the bottom of the second inning. Chris Cottrell in the Logos broadcast booth. Stop into Logos. The guys there will custom design it, print it, have it ready for the game. No job too big or small for Logos. That's in downtown Gering. The pitch from Pinedo. He worked a 1-2-3 bottom of the first inning. Alliance came up with the first two base runners of the night in the top half of this second inning. Hitter reached on an air and then a free pass. Carson continues to make solid contact. This ball flied out to right field. That'll be an easy put away in right for Case and Clark. One up and one down. Coming into tonight, Carson was hitting .462. Team lead in RBIs was 7. And he's retired to lead things off. Now Harold Baez. Harold's got some pop. Don't let that wiry frame fool you. He one-hopped the wall out to left 2 nights back against Douglas. Jack Jones homered over the fence in right. Carson plugged the gap for a triple the opposite way. Here's the pitch from Pinedo. Lefty's got good stuff. This ball out in the air to center. And quickly 2 away as Kirk Sanders gloves that one. Carson, Baez, and now KJ Hartline, the starting right fielder. 5 up, 5 down for Peyton Pinedo. Again, record last year was 6-2. He struck out 50 in 48 2/3 innings of work. The lefty rocks and fires. This is wide of the zone, ball 1. Pinedo from the windup. Hartline hits one in the air. Should be an easy play, and Clark puts it in the glove. Easy 1-2-3 frame for Peyton Pinedo. He's retired the first 6 Zephyrs hitters of the night. And quickly through 2 innings at Cleveland Field, scoreless between Alliance and the Wesco Zephyrs on the West Coast.
Coverage of the Bridgeport Bulldogs on KNEB.TV is brought to you by Panhandle Auto Group in Sidney and Scotts Bluff. Platte Valley Bank, your bank located right next door. Sonny's Superfoods in Bridgeport. Shop with family when you shop Sonny's Superfoods. And Annette Frerich's State Farm Insurance. State Farm, here to help life go right.
Think a utility vehicle should do more than take you places? So does Kubota. That's why our all-new Sidekick is built to do it all. Climb more, tow more, go more. Cross over to more today. Take your Kubota Sidekick home with no money down and 0% financing for 36 months.
Your local Kubota dealer is Sandberg Implement in Gering.
Set for the top of the third inning tonight. KNEB.TV Legion baseball coverage. Chris Cottrell from Cleveland Field here in the Logos broadcast booth. scoreless. Paul Panduro going to head back to the bump for his third inning on the hill tonight. It's been a pitcher's duel through 2. 9-1-2 due for Alliance. Chase King, then back to the top in Joel Baker, and then Colin Schroyer is the 2-hole hitter. Chase King's older brother, Kyle, graduated just a couple of years ago at Alliance High. Fine basketball player in his time. The pitch from Panduro. Chase King shows bunt. And that's a call. They committed on the bunt, so a strike on the first pitch of this inning. And again, we're seeing a lot of that. If contact made on that fastball way late, a lot of foul balls the opposite way, a couple of balls put in play on the ground the opposite way for easy outs. Paul's ahead, no balls and 2 strikes. Panduro with the pitch. This ball popped up, and it'll get out of play. Count holds at no balls and 2 strikes. Cougar softball team had their year come to a close last night across the way at Volunteer Field, beaten that best-of-3 series by Butler Community College. Another fine season for the Cougar softball team, 35-20 for head coach Katie Groves, and they won the Region 9 tournament last weekend here at home. Butler improved to 42-6, and they'll make the trek to St. George, Utah for the national tournament. Panduro misses high again with the heater. Ball and 2 strikes the count. Looking for our first hit of the ball game from either squad. Fastball called, strike 3, and King goes down looking. 5 strikeouts through 2 1/3 for Panduro. 5 of the 7 outs he's recorded via the K. 3 looking. Check that, 2 looking, 3 swinging. And Paul working quickly back at it with a fastball up and in to Joel Baker. Talked to Joel Baker down near their dugout during the juniors game for a couple of minutes. Of course, one of the better basketball players in the region. Had a back surgery last summer. And you think about that surgery in the summer, fast forward all the way to basketball in late November. He told me at best he was 85% health. Was the best he was at any point during the basketball season. Says he thinks he's about 100% now, and that's great news, Joel, with his senior season at Alliance still to come. 3-0 the count on Panduro. Or from Panduro to Baker, the pitch. And a 4-pitch base on balls. 1 out base runner for the Spartans. And that'll bring up Colin Schroyer. He was no match his first at bat for Panduro. Schroyer last year hit .411. Baker's got speed, and he's aboard at first. Carson will hold the runner on. Double play depth at second and short. Panduro checks on the runner, and he'll throw over. Jack Jones, maybe a step, the center fielder, maybe a step or 2 into left. Here's the first pitch of this at-bat. Panduro delivers to Schroyer, called strike. Keep an eye on Paul with runners aboard. Last year when he had men on base, he really slowed the tempo on the mound. He's been working quickly tonight with no one on. Got a base runner here with 1 out. He'll throw over to Carson at first base. Baker slides back in easily. Long look. They bunt. Panduro fields. He'll get the sure out at first base. Creighton Dyke was charging from the corner, had to recover quickly and get back to the bag to make sure that Joel Baker stayed put at second base. So give Schroyer a sacrifice bunt, and he's retired 1-3 on the putout. Baker advances to second. For the second straight inning, it's Alliance with a scoring opportunity with 2 down. One 1-0 the count on J.J. Garza. Struck out looking. He hit .440 last summer. McCollum covering second. They throw back to second base, and Baker slides in safely. McCollum dropped the baseball at the last moment. Hunter McCollum is impressed early this year defensively. He's played second. We've seen him at short, and we've seen him at third. He's looked pretty slick at all 3 of those spots. Baez is going to be your regular shortstop when he's on the mound. And now a fastball high. Clips the glove of Richter. That'll be a wild pitch from Panduro, high on the fastball. And now Alliance with a base runner 90 feet away from touching home and scoring that first run of the night. Chase King struck out looking. The walk to Baker, the sacrifice bunt. And must have some lightning. So they've sent both teams to their respective dugouts. And we've got some weather on the way back from the west, I believe. We knew some storms might be possible within the hour. It looks like it's imminent. Looking at some radar. So we'll keep it here for just a moment. Kind of reset things and where we're at. Play's been halted in the top of the third inning. Alliance has a runner at third base. And there is some weather on the way, and they must have spotted some lightning near the ballpark. We didn't see anything. Don't see too much in the way of rain at the moment, but they are covering home plate. Both teams in their respective dugouts, and folks in the bleachers are going to head for some cover. What we'll do right now is we'll take a quick timeout, come back, kind of give you a full reset, tell you how we got to this point, and try and get a feel for maybe how long this delay might last. Scoreless right now, play halted, top of the third.
Parents, remember your kids are watching you as they're participating in their activity. Set a positive example for your kids to feed off of.
Showing good sportsmanship not only shows good character as a fan, but can also improve productivity among the competitors.
In being a great opponent, you need to have great attitude and respect for the game.
The outcome of the game is out of your control, so sit back and let the athletes do what they do best.
Coverage of the Bridgeport Bulldogs on KNEB.TV is brought to you by Panhandle Auto Group in Sidney and Scotts Bluff. Platte Valley Bank, your bank located right next door. Sonny's Superfoods in Bridgeport. Shop with family when you shop Sonny's Superfoods. And Annette Frerick State Farm Insurance. State Farm, here to help life go right.
Yeah.
How does Arby's sell the most euros in America? Having over 3,000 stores with this insane 2 for €6 deal certainly gives us a head start. Also, passion.
Arby's, we have the meat.
For sandwiches.
Exceptional care, right here at home. That's the mission of Morrill County Community Hospital. Morrill County Community Hospital is a 20-bed critical access hospital that owns and operates clinics throughout Bridgeport, including specialty outreach clinics and Morrill County Home Health Clinic, as well as Chimney Rock Medical Center, located in Bayard. Our dedicated team is committed to you and our community every time at Morrill County Community Hospital, Bridgeport, Nebraska.
How does Arby's sell the most euros in America? Having over 3,000 stores with this insane 2 for €6 deal certainly gives us a head start. Also, passion.
Arby's, we have the meat.
For sandwiches.
Are you ready to join the celebration? Then what are you waiting for? Switch to VIAERO today and find out exactly why we're better. More towers than the competition. Convenient stores in your neighborhood. Friendly, helpful customer service. And top phones at excellent values, such as the iPhone XR for free. That's right. Get a free iPhone XR when you purchase any other iPhone of equal or greater value. VIAERO Wireless, your better choice for wireless service.
Find out what convenient really means at the Western Travel Terminal. Start with our great selection of food and drinks, from for real milkshakes and fresh brewed coffee to snacks and hot food. Next, check out our beer and spirits with their everyday low prices. Finally, let us work for you with our full-service gas station and automatic truck and car wash. All this can be found at 822 South Beltline in Scottsbluff. Western Travel Terminal, your convenient shopping, restaurant, and full-service gas leader.
We've got a weather delay currently here at Cleveland Field. We're back on KNEB.TV. Play was halted just a few minutes ago. Top of the third inning. Scoreless between the Wesco Zephyrs and the Alliance Spartans. Saw a pretty thin band of thunderstorm activity. Line of showers should be passing through here, it would appear. I've not stepped out, but they had to have seen some lightning tracking back off to the west a little bit. Has it even started raining outside? No rain yet here as of yet. So they saw some lightning. We'll wait this out for a little bit and see if we get baseball in here tonight. Scoreless between the Wesco Zephyrs and the Alliance Spartans. It's been a pitcher's duel to this point. Peyton Pinedo's yet to allow a base runner for Alliance on the mound. Paul Panduro's allowed a couple of base runners. No hits given up yet by the big right-hander for the Z's. He's walked a pair, and a Harold Baez there at shortstop on a high throw allowed Alliance to pick up a base runner via that throwing error. So 3 runners to this point. Paul also threw a wild pitch just before we went to a weather delay, so there will be a runner on third base with 2 outs when we resume action here at Cleveland Field in the top of the third inning. Pitching has dominated the scene so far tonight. Scoreless, top 3. KNEB.TV coverage. I think what we'll do right now is we'll kind of step away, put this in rain delay mode. Hang with us, and we'll have Legion baseball coverage for you as soon as the storm passes. And if and when we get back to baseball tonight, we'll have it for you right here on KNEB.TV. Again, scoreless, top 3. Alliance will have a man at third base with 2 down. Top of the third inning, looking for the first run of the night. We'll be back in just a little bit when we resume action here at Cleveland Field. Still scoreless between the Spartans and the Wesco Zephyrs. So do we have a rain delay screen, or are we just going to leave that?
No, I got that.
I think.
Fly United Airlines, operated by SkyWest with Western Nebraska Regional Airport. United is dedicated to going the extra mile for you with daily flights to and from Denver and a commitment to excellent service. Reserve your flight today. Plus, all United miles can be earned and redeemed with your flight. Finally, while visiting Western Nebraska Regional Airport, grab a bite to eat at the Flight Deck Restaurant. Plus, Hertz Thrifty Car Rental is there for your car rental needs. Make life easier, relax, and get on board with Western Nebraska Regional Airport.
Care Heilbrunn, State Farm agent, is here to protect all the moving parts of your life. With auto, home, life, and financial services, Care Heilbrunn and her team make it simple to bring together what matters to you.
This chair is way too big. It's perfect for us.
This one's tiny. That's 'cause it's mine.
Hey, this chair is just right.
This bed is way too hard.
It's perfect for me.
This bed is way too soft.
Just what I needed. This bed is just right.
So come on over to Leeds Heads.
Coverage of the Bridgeport Bulldogs on KNEB.TV is brought to you by Bridgeport Family Dental Clinic, proud to back the Bulldogs. Burger Works on Main Street in Bridgeport. It's not fast food, it's great food fast. And by Chimney Rock Chiropractic. Working together makes great things happen at Chimney Rock Chiropractic Clinic, Bridgeport and Bayard.
There's a place where folks still play with fire. The common ground between backyard barbecue heroes and professional chefs. This is where friendships are forged. Fire and flavor come together, and new techniques are perfected. Here in Big Green Egg Country, cooking is still treated as an art form. And since the most versatile grill you'll ever own comes with a lifetime warranty, you'll always have the ultimate cooking experience.
Visit the Experts at Paul Reed Construction, your authorized Big Green Egg dealer.
Coverage of the Bridgeport Bulldogs on KNEB.TV is brought to you by Panhandle Auto Group in Sidney and Scotts Bluff. Platte Valley Bank, your bank located right next door. Sonny's Superfoods in Bridgeport. Shop with family when you shop Sonny's Superfoods. And Annette Frerick State Farm Insurance. State Farm, here to help life go right.
Think a utility vehicle should do more than take you places? So does Kubota. That's why our all-new Sidekick is built to do it all. Climb more. Tow more. Go more. Cross over to more today. Take your Kubota Sidekick home with no money down and 0% financing for 36 months.
Your local Kubota dealer is Sandberg Implement in Gering.
Parents, remember your kids are watching you as they're participating in their activity. Set a positive example for your kids to feed off of.
Showing good sportsmanship not only shows good character as a fan, but can also improve productivity among the competitors.
In being a great opponent, you need to have great attitude and respect for the game.
The outcome of the game is out of your control, so sit back and let the athletes do what they do best.
Coverage of the Bridgeport Bulldogs on KNEB.TV is brought to you by Bridgeport Family Dental Clinic, proud to back the Bulldogs. Burger Works on Main Street in Bridgeport. It's not fast food, it's great food fast. And by Chimney Rock Chiropractic. Working together makes great things happen at Chimney Rock Chiropractic Clinic, Bridgeport and Bayard.
How does Arby's sell the most euros in America? Having over 3,000 stores with this insane 2 for €6 deal certainly gives us a head start. Also, passion.
Arby's, we have the meat.
For sandwiches.
Exceptional care, right here at home. That's the mission of Morrill County Community Hospital. Morrill County Community Hospital is a 20-bed critical access hospital that owns and operates clinics throughout Bridgeport, including specialty outreach clinics and Morrill County Home Health Clinic, as well as Chimney Rock Medical Center, located in Bayard. Our dedicated team is committed to you and our community every time at Morrill County Community Hospital, Bridgeport, Nebraska.
How does Arby's sell the most euros in America? Having over 3,000 stores with this insane 2 for €6 deal certainly gives us a head start. Also, passion.
Arby's, we have the meat.
For sandwiches.
Are you ready to join the celebration? Then what are you waiting for? Switch to VIAERO today and find out exactly why we're better. More towers than the competition. Convenient stores in your neighborhood. Friendly, helpful customer service, and top phones at excellent values, such as the iPhone XR for free. That's right, get a free iPhone XR when you purchase any other iPhone of equal or greater value. VIAERO Wireless, your better choice for wireless service.
Find out what convenient really means at the Western Travel Terminal. Start with our great selection of food and drinks, from for real milkshakes and fresh brewed coffee to snacks and hot food. Next, check out our beer and spirits with their everyday low prices. Finally, let us work for you with our full-service gas station and automatic truck and car wash. All this can be found at 822 South Beltline in Scotts Bluff. Western Travel Terminal, your convenient shopping, restaurant, and full-service gas leader.
Since my senior year, well, into my junior year, so since
started when I was 17. I love this job.
Yeah.
It's like boring, but I love it.
Do you want to do like radio stuff for like a career?
On April 15, 1924, West Nebraska Methodist Episcopal Hospital, the region's first modern hospital, opened in downtown Scottsbluff. The goal was to provide the care residents needed close to home, and it's never changed. For 95 years, we've continued to provide exceptional health care for generations of families throughout our region as a community hospital, a regional referral center, and a Level 2 trauma center. Thank you for trusting your health care to Regional West Medical Center.
Coverage of the Bridgeport Bulldogs on KNEB.TV is brought to you by Panhandle Auto Group in Sidney and Scottsbluff. Coverage of the Bridgeport Bulldogs on KNEB.TV is brought to you by Panhandle Auto Group in Sidney and Scottsbluff.
The 5055E from John Deere features the value of choice with a cab or open station, two-wheel drive or mechanical front-wheel drive, and transmission options, in addition to easy-to-use controls and loader compatibility. All of this is backed with a 5-year powertrain warranty. The only thing easier than owning a 5E is operating one. See your John Deere dealer for details.
Visit 21st Century Equipment with locations in Scottsbluff, Torrington, Bridgeport, and Alliance.
Chris Cottrell back with you tonight here on KNEB.TV. We had a great start to tonight's ball game. Some great pitching with Alliance and Wesco, even at no score, really top third when some weather set in. We had a lightning delay. Rain has started here in the last 10-15 minutes, and just got the word from head coach Jeremiah Luber of the Wesco Zephyrs that this ball game has been postponed for now, canceled for tonight. I'm sure they'll try and find a date that works for both these teams at some point later in the summer, get this thing rescheduled. We were tracking to have a pretty solid matchup. Both Paul Panduro and Peyton Pinedo, the two starting pitchers, were off to solid starts. Pinedo had not allowed a base runner, had not allowed a hit. Panduro had allowed a couple of base runners. Alliance had a scoring chance with 2 outs and a man on third when this game got sent to a weather delay, but as of now, that is going to do it from here at Cleveland Field. Rain out, top 3, game was scoreless. Hope to get this thing rescheduled between two fine ball clubs here in western Nebraska, the Alliance Spartans and the Wesco Zephyrs. I know there's plenty of weather and possibilities of rain in the forecast for tomorrow. The Z's scheduled for a home date against the Sydney Legion program tomorrow night. We'll see if weather allows that. And then back at it again next week, both Gearing and Gearing and Wesco with games scheduled at KDB. And next Wednesday, Gearing gets together with Wesco, talking with Chuck Heeman of the Western Nebraska Pioneers earlier here at the ballpark tonight. And that game will be at Oregon Trail Park Stadium next week. So plenty of great Legion baseball still to come throughout the summer and, of course, next week as well. But for tonight, that's going to be a wrap from here at Cleveland Field as this thing gets rained out in the top of the third inning. No score between Alliance and Wesco. That'll wrap it from Cleveland Field. Big thanks to TJ and our camera crew for being on site tonight. We were here for Legion baseball. Disappointing we can't get it in. Tonight's game has been rained out in the top of the third inning. That'll do it for tonight from Cleveland Field.
Would your child thrive in a Christian environment with highly qualified teachers, small class sizes, and high academic standards, but still have time for hands-on learning, service projects, and play? A school that feels like family, where biblical character and strong study habits are
June. We'll fly you out here. We'll also put you up at a hotel for 5